Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I was going to talk about this whole situation with Simone Biles and her her boo thing, her husband, but I have officially caved. There have been these videos going around about this interview that Simone Biles' husband had at this podcast situation, and the public didn't really like what he had to say. I'm going to show you guys the clip and then I'll come back with my opinion.
For a couple of days, man, and it's like she pops up and I'm like, let me see who this is. Gymnastics. I ain't never, I never really paid attention to gymnastics, so it piqued my curiosity, so I'm like, okay, I'll see what's up. I swiped her and it said we matched, so I'm just like, oh, okay, so I'm gonna see what's up. So I go do my workout and I come back and I get like, I had some likes on my Instagram, and I'm like, oh, this might be. I'm like, okay. So I see what's up, and then I still waited. I'm like, man, I'm gonna wait till I, take a shower and everything. Then I come back to my phone, and then she messages me on the app, like, hey, you know what I mean? And I'm, man, this gotta be fake. Like, I don't know. I didn't know who she was at the time, but like the first thing that I saw was that she just had a bunch of followers. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, she gotta be good. I promise you, I'm a real life story. When she won the Olympics, I was in college, and we didn't have NBC, we didn't have Olympic channels, and we're in camp. Late July, early August, so I'm not paying attention to, so I never would have had a moment to where I would have watched, like,
Jonathan, I'm gonna let you finish your story, man. Continue.
But like I was saying, man, she messaged me. This was like a Tuesday, and we were texting back and forth, and then we hung out Friday, man. And we couldn't do much as COVID happened, everything was shut down. So she came through down to Houston. She lived in the suburbs, so she had to drive about 45 minutes to me. Then the rest is history, man. So
you was really the catch in.
I always say the men the catch, man. I always say we the catch, man.
Yeah, so she really booked you.
She did, though.
Is what you're saying.
Because I was fighting it. So
in truth, if I say this out loud, was Jonathan Owens ain't really want Simone Biles. Is what you're saying.
At the time, I'm not gonna say that.
That's what you're saying.
I was afraid. I was afraid to commit. I'm like, man, this is my third year. I'm trying to. I'm like, it's kind of early. But like I said, man, it happened when you least expect it. And we hung out, man. It was like we hit it off instantly. We just laughed the whole night.
I don't have a lot to say about this, minus a couple of things, right? First things first, Simone was there, okay? And I don't think she had anything to say. It showed at some point in time during the interview, they panned the camera over to her and she was giggling and laughing and smiling. So if Simone does not care, neither should we, okay? That's first and foremost. The next thing is, in my opinion, homeboy did not have to say all of that. I don't think he had to say all that he said. They asked him a question, how did you situate Simone Biles? He went down this whole rabbit hole of like all the explanation, like he overdid it. He didn't have to do all of that. We already know how society works. Dude meets girl, dude likes girl, dude pursues girl, and girl says yes, then they leave happily ever after. This is the societal norm. Now, anytime something happens that is outside of the norm, people are gonna side eye, people are gonna have things to say, people are gonna look at people funny, and it's just not a thing that he needed to do. He already knew how this was gonna go, unless he's like DUMB or is like socially unaware or something like that. Unless that's the case, like, he didn't need to go into all that details, and he made Simone look a certain way. I sent a video where this guy was saying that he said nothing wrong, and we're the ones that have a problem, blah blah blah. No sir, we're not the ones with a problem. We all know how this works, and every time we deviate from the norm, then folks start to feel funny, okay? So that's that. I just feel like a mature man, like a grown, mature man, would have answered that question differently in order to protect his wife from certain scrutiny. And then him throwing the whole "I'm the prize" in there, that was just very distasteful in my opinion. So that's that. The other part, which is my last point, is that the societal norm is, like I said, for the dude to do the chasing, the asking, and all that good stuff. But every now and again, you will find a female who does not care, whether she is chased or she goes after the person. And in Simone Biles' case, she made the first move. If that's something that she's comfortable with, then that's something that she's comfortable with. I could never. I can't go and make no first move because I have a fragile little ego. If I see a dude that I like and then I shoot my shot, let's say we work out or whatever, we go on some dates or we become an item or whatever argument we have, if he looks at me sideways, whatever the case is, you name it, I am going to feel some type of way. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're only doing this because you didn't chase me. You're only doing this because I asked you out. Had you asked me out, you'd be treating me differently. And the dude could literally behave the same way if he asked me out, but because I shot my shot, I am always going to think every single behavior of his that is not pleasing to me is because I shot my shot and not the other way around. So I could never do that. But that doesn't mean if someone is comfortable, they're like confident in themselves and they're like mature enough, it doesn't mean that they can't do it. People were saying that like she shouldn't have, that's why we don't ask a man out, blah blah blah. I think the whole prize thing is also like what's throwing people, because if two people like each other, they get into a relationship, like we're both prizes. So we need to stop with this narrative that women are prizes and men are trash, or men are prizes, women are trash. I just think this is childish and it needs to go. And the other thing too is that yes, Simone asked, like, not even asked him out. Yes, Simone made the first move. She swiped and she went on Instagram and was, liking the pictures and all that good stuff. But nowhere in the interview that I saw does it say that Simone proposed to him. I didn't see that. Yes, she may have made the first move, but he's the one that proposed, from my understanding. If he didn't want to, and if they didn't work out, like she may have swiped on him. She may have gone on his Instagram and started liking his pictures, and and they started going out or whatever. But if she was not working for dude would not have popped the question, and it's my understanding that he did. So I don't understand why people are losing their mind. I mean, I get why they're losing their marbles, but if Simone is okay with it, then Simone is okay with it. Like, belittling the dude just because he said he didn't know Simone, which to me is cap, because like, who does not know Simone? Especially if you're in sports, you'll know Simone. But outside of that, if Simone is fine, then why are we tripping, right? Anyways, let's jump into the comment section and see what folks were saying. Somebody said, it definitely gives that he pretended to not know who she was so he could really feel like he was the catch. You would literally have to live on Mars to not know who Simone Biles is, especially as an athlete. I mean, I don't watch sports, I don't watch nothing, and I know who Simone Biles is. So how are you an athlete? How are you in the sports life, and you don't know who she is, or you pretend not to know who she is? I believe homeboy was not telling the truth. Okay. Someone said that's what happens when you get with a light-skinned man. I don't know if his skin complexion has anything to do with this, but hey, maybe I'm missing something. Someone else said, I didn't even know he existed before this video. That's the truth. I believe he's an NFL player, but a lot of people, myself included, had no idea who he was prior to him getting with Simone. But then again, I just assumed it's because I don't do sports. But a lot of people who do sports have no idea who he is. Somebody said he really is the prize if Simone Biles had to be on Tinder. I don't particularly agree with this comment. I think nowadays, with this new age of women, a lot of people are on dating apps because everybody is busy about career and bags, and nobody has time to go out and meet anybody in person anymore. So they just set up a profile and That's how they meet. I think they met on I don't know if Tinder is a celebrity app or whatever, but they're on a celebrity app. So that's how a lot of people meet people nowadays. So I don't think it's a desperate thing to do anymore as it used to be. It's something that is like normalized now. Someone else said what he was trying to say is that she pursued him in the chase and he couldn't resist her. She's happy right now, let their relationship be. That's what I was saying. Like, she pursued him, he responded, right? And then they ended up liking each other, and now they're married. Somebody said she definitely not with him for his mindset. Yeah. No, I don't think so. This comment is fairly long, so bear with me, but this is the last one I will read, and then we'll wrap this up. This person said, when I heard about Simone Biles' husband saying he didn't know who she was and acting like he's the real prize, I was cringed hard. It's like, come on, man, you're with a literal legend. Simone Biles isn't just anyone. She's a once-in-a-generation athlete with more talent in her pinky toe than most people have in their whole body. It's almost comical, like a skit or something, but not the funny kind. More like the kind that makes you wince. You've got to wonder what's going through his head. Is this some weird attempt at humor or false modesty? Or does he genuinely think he's out of her league? It's baffling. And then there's Simone grinning beside him. She's probably just being polite or brushing it off, but you have to admire her grace in a moment like that. It takes a lot of strength to smile through such a bizarre claim. I hope it's all in jest, but even then, it's a strange joke to make public. Partnerships should be about mutual respect, admiration, and support, not weird one-upmanship or cringy comments. Here's to hoping it's just an awkward moment and not the vibe of their whole relationship. Because let's be real, being with someone like Simone Biles should have you feeling like the luckiest person in the world, and not the other way around. Again, this all goes back to what I was saying. Yes, Simone was there. She was smiling and grinning. We don't know, if she was if she was entertained, or if she was like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you when this is over. You are sleeping on the couch for the entire month. We don't know what was going on, but I will say that he did not have to answer that question the way that he did. He painted her in a very bad light, and he also made himself look like an ass for answering the way that he did. But like I said, if either one of them is fine and their relationship is great, then let them be great. If Simone is fine, and we cannot be losing our heads over this situation. Okay. Anyways, this is all I have to say on this matter. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. And please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next one. But until then, I hope to see you in the comment section. Bye.